There is not a holiday that we celebrate that doesn't increase in joy when you enhance it with the joy of giving. And joining me today is Jan Sacharko. He is the Director of Development for New Hope Housing, and Jeff Lisanick, and he is the Residential Coordinator for one of the shelters, which is the Kennedy Shelter. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Jan, can you, for our viewers, just kind of give us an idea of the history of New Hope and what it is you do?
Sure. Well, briefly, in 1977, New Hope Housing, originally called Route 1 Quarter Housing, was started by concerned citizens, part of the Route 1 Task Force for Human Services, that saw people in need, living in rundown motels in the woods, and said, we need to do something. First thing they did was open the first shelter in Fairfax County, 1978, and they called it Monlog House. Every time they interacted with people, they found out about a bigger need, more need. They wanted to do more. So then they opened a family shelter, they opened the Kennedy Shelter, and then in the 90s, we started moving towards housing. So today, we're a multi-service agency. We've got 25 programs ranging from street outreach to shelter to permanent housing, employment support. We're in Fairfax County, Arlington County, City of Alexandria, City of Falls Church, and on any given day, we've got about 350 people in one of our programs.
That is amazing. Now that must bring you tremendous joy.
Absolutely.
Now, Jeff, tell me about some of the wonderful things you've seen this year at the Kennedy Shelter.
Well, I'd just like to say that today's a very special day for the Kennedy Shelter because it was exactly 30 years ago today that we opened on December 14th, 1986.
Wow.
So Kennedy Shelter is a 24-hour, round-the-clock shelter, 365 days a year. And as such, we need around-the-clock staff. We also have case managers who help clients connect them with programs, find employment, or connect them with housing. Right now, in the fiscal year, which started in July 1st, we've housed 84 clients.
Men and women.
Men and women, yes, men and women. 65 of those clients have moved into market rate housing. 8 of those reconnected with family, and 12 of those clients were veterans. And I just want to tell you a little story about one of the veterans. He was an 84-year-old retired military who first came into homelessness at 84.
Oh, wow.
He was retired in 1976 after 25 years of service. We were able to move him into housing within a couple of months.
What's his name? Can you tell me?
Well, we can't say because of confidentiality.
I just want to say thank you for your service.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. And I want to tell you about one more success story from the Kennedy Shelter.
Sure.
You're looking at them. After the Great Recession of 2008, I found myself in a shelter next year, struggling like everyone else, no job, no place to go. Kennedy welcomed me with open arms. I was able to find a job, move out on my own, and I got connected in ending homelessness in Fairfax County as part of the Consumer Advisory Council and the governing board for the Partnership to Prevent and End Homelessness. So I'm involved in a lot of fights on homelessness.
You're an amazing success story, and it also shows what a little investment and a little help can do for an individual who really wants to succeed.
Thanks.
Now that's the day-to-day things, the pitfalls that get in the way of people being successful in managing their own home are things that you also help people with. So there are resources to help them keep from being homeless, and you guys help them when they need shelter. But tell me about some of the bigger issues that cause homelessness.
Contrary to some people's belief, the primary reason why people become homeless in the first place is economic. There's a big gap between minimum wage and what apartments go for. So we're always trying to get people jobs. That's a big focus on getting people jobs that actually pay well. We try to find places that are affordable. We have people that seek out and negotiate with landlords to try to find rent that is actually affordable. A big issue sometimes.
So you're an advocate too.
Absolutely. Case managers, residential staff, everybody at New Hope Housing is an advocate. We are always trying to find a way to get something better for our residents and for people who are at risk of becoming homeless and help to prevent them as well.
And it appears that they want a lot for themselves as well. They just need the opportunities. So what are your immediate needs? And I know that fundraising is a huge part of it. And yet I can't even believe how much you do on your budget. And how much do you do on your budget? Tell me. This is important.
Well, our annual budget is about $6 million. But between that, we have 6 shelters, we have 9 permanent supportive housing programs, we have rapid rehousing programs to try to attract people from the community, prevent them from becoming homeless. We have the employment programs where people out looking for landlords and looking for employers to then come to the shelter and hire our people or help house some of our people. So it is constant.
It's a huge program.
Absolutely.
And how many people do you help a year?
Over the course of last year, more than 2,000 people accessed at least one of our programs, from as far south as Fort Belvoir to South Arlington.
That is remarkable. So there are lots of, I liked your website. I like the fact that you could find a way to volunteer. You actually invite people to come and visit the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So how are ways, big and small, that people can help?
Well, let me just do Jan's job for a second. One of the best ways that some people could help is to just write a check, make a donation. And no amount is too small.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, $20 is enough to get a Smart Trip card to get a client back and forth to work for a week.
They can get their first paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And for $50, you could do an application fee or run a credit check. For $100, you could outfit a client to have a complete wardrobe to get a job. And so, again, no donation is too small. And there are other ways you could help, and I'll turn that back over to Jan.
I say one of the best things to do is be informed and get face-to-face with an issue. So we offer twice-a-month tours. We want people to come in and learn. If you want to volunteer, we want you to come in. If you're a landlord or employer and you might have a space to rent or you're looking to hire, we want you to contact us because we probably have people for you. So there's a lot of different ways that people can come in. But we really say the first thing is it's quite a privilege to be able to walk into a shelter or program like this by choice to learn.
Right.
Than to have to walk through because you have no other option. So we really invite the community in to see what we're doing and what they can be a part of.
And I want to congratulate you on the fact that you treat all of your clients with great dignity.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, Jeff, you're an example of somebody who is a poster for what a little help can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really grateful for your work. So how do people get in touch with you?
Best place to start is go to our website. It does need some work, but newhopehousing.org, or you can call
703-799-2293.
And then if you need help, you'll direct them to someone that might be able to help them. And otherwise, you have these shelters available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
And right now, we're in no turnaway. So anyone who is unsheltered can come to any Fairfax County shelter, and you will not be turned away.
This is remarkable. Well, thank you so much for giving this gift to all the citizens of our region. It really is bringing joy for people all through the year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I want to thank all of you for watching this very special edition of the Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.